Hey audio listener, welcome to Jacob's Lab, an Avenue Studios production. Check out our Patreon and Locals community for exclusive content, access to our private Discord, and so much more. And don't forget to review our podcast to help spread the word. And now, let's dive into the adventure.
Honeybees, out of all the bees, honeybees are super friendly. Like, I can walk out in the yard and pick them off a flower and hold it. Michelle's like, because I was like, look at honey, doesn't it? Like, I was like pushing it, and I was like, doesn't even care. And so I was like, literally like this.
So cute.
And then like I lifted it, and then it took off. But it was like, didn't sting me.
Well, they do get to know the people that are around them.
Right, and I think they know because I bother their hive on purpose. Because I guess if you do that, they kind of like accept you.
Oh,
if you leave them alone too long, they can become more protective.
Which makes sense,
right?
because they're
but
not used to you.
They smell you or sense you or feel your vibration or all the above.
They have some way of knowing who
Bees
you are.
are really
Good
awesome.
vibrations.
As a whole hive, they're a fantastic, cool thing.
Have you named them?
That's a lot of bees.
Jeff?
No.
Are you going with like the all one letter names?
Bob.
So it has to be
right.
like
They're all bee
bees
names.
or all bees. Yes, it has to be all
Bob.
bees. Or H for
Bart.
honey.
Bartholomew.
This is Henry 1, 2, and 3.
But you can name the queen.
Yeah.
Shelby.
Patrice.
Harriet.
Patrice. Onward, ever forward, we go.
So, because of Anthony's wonderful role for Shukaku, you guys have some free time. So, Gan's gonna go tinker around with the hovercraft. What are y'all doing?
Wait. He's tinkering with it? I thought he was just looking at it.
Okay, Jacob's turn for tinkering is looking. Maybe touching a little, but not much.
Michelle?
Want to tinker?
I'm sorry, it's too easy.
She's like, and I'm leaving.
Man. Well, I'll let that unfold as it will. But I'm thinking,
We're going out.
let's go out and we'll see what Runeblade's done, and then I'm actually interested in looking over that site where we found the crashed hovercraft. See if there's anything else we can.
We'll inspect the cleared areas on the way.
Yes.
Go investigate.
Are you taking Shukaku?
No.
He is.
Wait a minute. That was the narrator asking the group if they were going to approach Shukaku.
Ro read my mind. No. I will, as always, extend an invitation. As a pod guardian, he needs to operate with the
Again,
team.
just jump in. He's got a minigun.
It's true.
How very kind of you.
But there may be, if we do, my hope is that we do discover some other technologies of any kind, and I would like to have Shukaku's expertise on them.
Were you going to remount that gun on Shukaku?
Oh, I already did.
You were remounting on the hovercraft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I just put it back where it
Are you
belonged.
taking the hovercraft? Well, because Glenn wanted to look at it, so I'm just curious. You're just going to walk. It's not that long of a walk.
Well, I mean, these guys are going to look at the trees. I would then probably be messing with the hovercraft.
Okay.
Shukaku, after we have reviewed the cleared areas, can you please meet us with the hovercraft at the site?
He just stares at you for a second and then nods his head yes. And then just goes right back to the hovercraft.
And she's just gonna, through gritted teeth, thank you. Turn around.
All right. So for the three exploring, I would like perception rolls. And I want an engineering roll from you. And I've already rolled for Gen.
I'll leave one of my shoe bots on the ship doing repairs, and the other one will be with me.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, that's how I've been doing it.
Cass is also looking specifically for plants that are native to here that possibly could be eaten.
Okay.
So,
You want to roll logic then instead?
Didn't I scan for that like the first night?
You did scan for that, and you found some.
What did I don't even
I didn't
remember
name
what I
them.
found.
I didn't name them.
Okay.
It's like some berries or something.
It was some kind of a berry. Yeah.
Okay.
So
You can learn. You can roll. You could
Perception's
roll
better.
logic or perception.
oh yeah. Okay. Perception
So,
for 200.
leading the witness. Go, leading the witness.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, shush.
And I exploded on my 8.
Very good salads tonight.
28 plus 18 plus 7. What is that?
28 plus 18
Guys,
is
we're gonna get
46,
attacked and
plus
die
7 is 53.
With bad rolls.
There you go.
53 for... I got a 22 perception.
I'm using like infrared and other visions that you guys
So
don't
And
have.
other visions.
13.
nice, Ro. Your mind's probably a little clouded, right, Ro? I don't want to say for your character, but first experiencing vodka. Yes, I know it's a day later, but the death, the mom, the baby, just you got a lot going on.
She's a mess.
Okay, I didn't want to call that, but
No, it's like when she first arrived on the planet, very emotional. Now, her first encounter with humans, other than her own pod, tragedy.
depends on how you look at that.
She looks at it
Yeah,
specifically. And so she is out of sorts. She goes from totally out of sorts to the goal. Out of sorts, the goal. So she's kind of yo-yoing.
Makes sense.
I want to see if Misha notices Ro being upset.
Yeah.
23.
If Misha notices.
Yes.
What's your resolve?
13.
Okay. He's going to start walking near you a bit. And nudge you at one point like he did when he took the woman from you.
She's not going to look. She's just going to put her hand up and not pet him, just touch him. For a moment, put her hand back down, thanking him.
Because of Cass's wonderful role, she hears an animal in distress.
I hear an animal in distress. What does it sound like?
A dying.
Oh, that's a good one. This sounds much better than mine. Where?
Within the clearing.
Oh, okay.
Where we're headed right now.
Yep.
I
It's
go
on the
running.
edge of the clearing. It's coming from the edge of where it's been cleared.
I'm gonna run.
All right. You run and you come across a parasaur who is bleeding out with its leg chopped off
Oh.
from a particular buzzblade.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get my biofoam and spray it on it and
Alright.
try to patch it up as best as I can.
She was traveling with us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I had her back on the ship for a second. So we're right next to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She took off
I just
running.
ran.
She just runs.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys didn't quite. I want to clear. You guys, as in Ro and Casimir, did not hear it. You did not beat
Yeah.
the roll for the injured parasaur. So
But can I see her run? And can
Oh,
I
yeah.
say to Misha, go.
I'll take right off.
4.
All right, and it comes back around.
I'm telling you, we're all gonna die.
My biofoam, the gun is stuck and I can't get it to spray.
do you want to make a deal?
Sure.
Not for a parasaur.
So
I want to ride it.
its leg is severed completely
That's the
off.
T-shirt I want.
We have robotic legs and arms.
Okay.
But so your spray foam starts coming out, and then it does jam.
It's like a can of great stuff
Yeah.
that you've already used.
Yeah.
Should have closed it.
So
Doesn't even matter if you do.
I was looking at the actual gun.
so you your gun does start, it like gets caught and then starts backing up, and you're actually gonna take 6 points of damage because it starts to overheat in your hands.
Okay.
But you do cauterize or stop it from bleeding. But now you have a wild injured animal in front of you.
I lasso it.
Ro and Casimir and Misha, what are you guys doing?
Misha's gonna book over as soon as Ro told him to. And Casimir's gonna follow. Ro, flank. Cass, slow down. Wait for us.
We gotta help her.
Ro has her
Oh,
shotgun or whatever. Sorry, like her long range weapon
Rifle.
drawn.
Yeah, yeah.
Rifle.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, Kaz is running up, also rifle out.
And Ro is doing a perimeter looking for. Well, no, we know that Buzzblade did this.
Yeah, it's
No, she's gonna run up with her rifle drawn, just in case we need to put this out of its misery.
fair enough.
I'm running up, assuming there's. I don't know
Casimir is
what's
running
going
up.
on. Yeah, and goes down one knee, looking around. What is going on?
She's hurt.
That's her gun. Like one of the metal rivets just popped.
What needs to be done? What do you want, Cass? What do you want us
I
to
don't
do?
know. Have I got her?
You've lassoed,
Lasso?
yeah.
Okay. Can we keep her?
Listen,
This is a little beyond my expertise.
I feel
suppose
for
you
these
tell
animals
me.
too, but we can only take so many animals with 3 legs.
Well, this one walks on 2.
Misha does that little, when dogs just.
That's worse. Cass, it is suffering.
Is it? How bad is it?
At this point, the parasaur has like resolved itself that it's gonna die, and it's pretty much just like it's not dead. No. You know how like when an animal thinks it's gonna die, they kind of just quit and
Yeah,
just like
kinda
it's just like
lays there and
it's,
like
it's
just
quit.
waiting.
It thinks that
I
you
know
guys
what
are just
that's
gonna
like,
kill.
actually.
Oh, it thinks that we're gonna eat it.
Yes,
Got it.
Shukaku's standing off in the corner with a knife in his fork.
on the ship.
He can see everything.
I mean, the leg is salvageable, I guess, for food, right?
Why not?
Clean cut.
It's true.
I mean, it's not that bad. We can save it.
If I did not look like what I do, I would think you are crazy. But he looks at his mechanical arm and like, is it actually worth saving?
Is it still bleeding?
No.
Okay. Yeah, we're fine. We can get it.
Ro's gonna get on comms to Svetlana. Svetlana, we have a parasaur that's been injured by the room blade, and she's gonna struggle to say that.
Would room blade or room buzz sound better?
Oh, I'll let you choose. She can say,
It's your creation.
Cass was C4S5 wants to save it. We think it should be put out of its misery. I cannot look at this animal much longer without relieving it of its pain. Is it worth bringing back?
There's a long pause, and then she responds, "Oh, well, yes. Bring it back. It'll be a fun experiment."
Shukaku, we need the hovercraft now.
He kind of just thinks in his head like,
Gen like pops his head up from the dash.
and then asks why.
Gen pops his head up from the dash and goes, on the comms, 5 more minute, 5 more minute, please. He can have the ship. He's like pressing all these buttons. He's doing something.
We got the time.
Wait,
I
he's doing
think.
that in front of
I think she's
Shukaku?
okay.
He's not editing anything. He's just looking through logs and whatnot.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
He's just trying to
Has
like.
he explained that to Shukaku?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Then
guys
he doesn't
probably-
care.
Yeah.
Shukaku is more concerned about this hovercraft
Yes, he is.
than anything else going on.
He's adjusting the thruster settings. I'm just kidding. He's not. He's
He's-
actually changing. He's making sure the base is locked so you can't turn it too far up.
He's currently in the process of fixing it so that it runs nice and smooth.
Yeah.
So Ro puts down her rifle. She puts it away, and she also kneels down and looks at Cass and just says, "What should we do? How can? Is it okay for 5 minutes?"
I think so. The bleeding stopped at least, so I think she'll Can I check? Is there she? She'll make it.
I wish you all listening could see her gesture as she lifted the
She
leg.
checks.
Yeah,
She see the gender.
I was assuming.
Wait, did you ever answer my question? Why?
No.
Shukaku. C4S5 wants to keep it, and Svetlana says we can do it.
Keep
That's enough for me.
what?
The Parasaur.
Well, you never
Do we
explained.
have
It was
open
over the
comms?
com. It was over the comms.
Is
They
it
were
open?
the whole time?
Just
No, when
she called for she called for the hovercraft to come.
When
she
I
mentioned
called-
that there was an injured.
Svetlana. When I called Svetlana.
Oh, geez, I wasn't paying attention to that conversation.
It makes sense.
Until you said my name,
yeah.
he
so
totally was
she's
ignoring everything on the
through gritted
couch.
White
teeth now.
noise.
Shukaku, we have an injured Parasaur. We want to keep it, and we are going to keep it. Get the hovercraft here, please. Thank you. And then she's going to go off comms.
I like really hesitantly nod because I don't care.
We're keeping it, Cass.
I think now, I think now, Ro, if I may, Casimir, she kind of looks at Misha and she says, Misha. She nods to her to like come for Misha
Her.
to.
Ha.
I didn't do it first this time.
Maybe I was referring to the
So for our
Parasaur.
listeners, when you're referring to Misha, it is a he. But if it's a she, we all drink, including our listeners.
Please drink with us.
Cheers. So she says to Misha for him to come down,
Good.
sit down, like to lay down next to the Parasaur. And Ro sort of sits down and just starts to like look at
Nice, Zeke.
the Parasaur.
Good.
Are you trying to like animal empathy it kind of thing?
Calm it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Romy, you want to help?
I was going to
Cass?
throw a sheet on its head.
No,
Or
no,
really,
it's
what-
not.
Sorry. Yes, it
No,
makes
it's-
sense, right?
No, yeah, no, you're right. No.
Dude, what do we have that I could use?
I think I understand why you would do that, but
So I will
also
allow
I do not live nor have ever lived with any animals.
Legend point.
legend point for the sheet.
Oh, yay.
So you're gonna roll this with 2 advantage plus 1,
Ooh.
and you're gonna roll.
Me?
Yeah.
Not C4S5?
You're doing the actual work. She just put a sheet on its head.
She put the sheet on his head. Okay. What am I rolling?
Logic.
Logic. With
2 advantage plus 1.
Nice.
I love the sheet over that though.
Yeah.
25.
All right. Yeah. You visibly sense it had hyperventilating breathing essentially, and
Yeah.
it does shallow a little bit, not in like a weakened state, but like just.
Ro will definitely start to breathe with the Parasaur. Like,
Are you stroking the parasaur?
no.
Okay.
No.
I just was curious.
Misha
Is
is
the physical
laying
contact
down close enough so that an entire side of the Parasaur is touching
No,
Misha.
Before we finalize this, Casimir, would Misha do this?
At Rose calling.
Yeah. No, based on what's going on.
Okay, I just want to double check before I.
He also has Nature's Ally as one of his perks,
Oh, okay,
too,
even
so,
better.
yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay,
Cass would be
definitely-
stroking. its
okay.
neck.
So yeah, you guys are really working. It's really calming partially because it's gonna die. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
If you kill something else while I am literally trying to save it, I'm going to walk out of this session.
So Gen pulls an object from the dashboard.
What?
Gen pulls an object from the
Object.
hovercraft's
Okay.
dashboard, puts it in his satchel, and heads inside. Shukaku, it's all yours. It wasn't sneaky. I didn't roll stealth or agility or anything like that.
But Shukaku... Never mind. I'm not the LM. What's going on?
Shukaku, hovercraft is yours. We'll talk about this later.
Shikaku nods his head.
Do you see it?
Did you see it? You can
See
follow-
him pull the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, I would assume so because it's your baby right now. It's your project right now, so you're focused
Yeah.
on it. Yeah. All right. So the hovercraft arrives, spitting and
Should I
sputtering.
roll
What?
for fixing this thing at all? Or?
You haven't really had that much time to work on it.
I was working on it the whole time he was messing with it.
All right, I'll give you one roll. I'll let you argue that one.
With any advantage from Shoebot or no?
Sure, we'll do one advantage. This is more not downtime, but it's more relaxed, less pressury time. So
18.
yeah, I mean, you feel like you fine-tuned the engine a little bit better, so it's not. Before, like, it would almost stall when you would come down out of higher RPMs, and now you kind of get it, kind of goes, but it doesn't drop out. Sound effects.
Just picturing it making that noise the whole time that I'm driving it. I'm going to be like smacking the dashboard and stuff, trying to get it to shut up.
So you hear the hovercraft approach, and it approaches, and you guys load up the parasaur onto the hovercraft.
Yes.
Wait, is it that big?
So I think
I can
It's
pick
a
it
big
up all by
parasaur.
myself.
It's a big. I mean, it's the size of a medium-sized horse. It's big.
Okay, never mind.
The
I can't pick
hovercraft's that big?
Oh, the hovercraft is pretty big.
So I
you
think
would feel like 6 people in the hovercraft. So they're gonna have to walk next to it.
Oh.
It's like a transport hovercraft, so it could transport like goods or people.
Before we leave, nothing else, none others around.
Like what?
Parasaurs or babies or anything.
leaving.
You had a pretty high roll, didn't you? You would know she's pregnant, but with eggs. They lay eggs.
Yes.
Okay. So as Ro hears the hovercraft approaching, that's going to be the first moment that she like puts her hand on the parasaur, and I really want to roll to see if I have any type of connection with this animal.
Interesting. Okay. Roll your. Let's do presence.
Okay.
It represents kind of a luck.
Yeah. And I'm going to use a legend point.
Of course you are.
Yeah, that's 2.
Oh, cut that off too early. Okay, so that's an extra dice, and I keep it,
Correct.
and I get an extra one.
Yes.
Because you're at advantage. You're doing all the
Yeah.
homebrews. Yeah. As long as you're
Yeah,
at
sorry,
advantage,
I
you
don't
get
know
to
which
keep an
homebrews I'm
additional-
working with.
No,
here.
you're good.
Nobody
add it all
does. We
plus
just kind of wing it.
Add it all plus one. Praise.
We're playing the game.
Did you just blow it on everything?
No, I got
Very
a 19 and then 2 d6 explosions.
Nice.
Okay, so that's 32. 31, sorry. 31. Okay, 38.
Your animal empathy tactic with your logic, along with the help of Misha and Cass. The dinosaur looked at you before the sheet was on its head. And after touching it, it doesn't repel your hand. That's all you can get from this. Unless you pull the sheet
And
off
I
its
will
head.
say that roll, like it's not my intention necessarily to just connect with this animal. It's like more like a connection to the lavender. So I feel like for Ro, this role is like it's not necessarily an animal connection.
Correct.
It's like just a connection to this planet.
Yep.
And
So-
where are you touching?
I would say I'm up near the head, but oh
Okay.
no, she's covered in a.
I thought you were touching the side.
Yeah, no, actually, that would make more sense because if the sheet is over the head and Misha's along the back, it would make more sense that you're near the severed leg, and maybe I'm either slightly lower, so on her belly would.
And I'd be like, you sense them too.
Yes.
So as your hand comes off, there's that hint of lavender. I was getting there.
Yes.
I was getting there. But only you and Cass notice it.
And I think I want to look
And
up
Misha
at Cass
with-
and smile. I just want to be like,
Sure.
kind of like Ro finally understands a little bit of like what C4S5 is programmed to do.
We need more pens.
I would say so.
Casimir and Misha are hanging back. And Casimir just looks at Misha.
Because this is after it's been lowered on the hovercraft.
Yeah. I figure we're hanging back as they're walking and having that moment. And I just look at him. This is a very strange place. Get away the walk. And we'll follow.
All right. So you take the hovercraft back, spitting and sputtering, working a little bit better, and you arrive at the ship. Svetlana is out there to meet you. Very excited. Tools, got a bag, a pouch. I'll need parts. I need parts.
We need what kind of parts? I guess
some metal. I mean, we could do wood. I guess.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Let's try wood.
Yeah.
She gets very excited because she's really only worked with metal. So to think that trying to make a wood prosthetic.
Cool. I want to see one of the trees that we cut down.
She's gonna be
See
a
which one.
peg-legged dinosaur.
Gears out of wood. They're not very good.
We need to examine her first, please. In sick bay.
Svetlana's eyes go wide. How are you gonna get her to sick bay?
The stable will be fine.
Okay. Sorry, I have protocols in my head. I'll get the mobile med kit. I'll be right back.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
She's got babies.
Oh, okay.
I think I'll come up with a name.
You haven't even saved it yet. No.
What?
Do you have a name?
I do have a name. Her name's gonna be Ducky.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Why do we play RPGs?
All right, here's
Yes.
my share.
She doesn't have to spend that. That was just a share. But
I'll
Yes.
take
But
it.
they like the ding.
I like the
I
sound.
like the ding too.
Ding, ding.
all right.
Oh my god.
So from lunch till dinner, the evening, essentially, they're into the evening. Who's working on the parasaur besides Svetlana?
On like healing it or
Helping, yep.
yeah, that would be me.
Okay. Who was everybody else doing? Shikaku, you're probably working on the hovercraft.
Where are the trees going that my Roomba?
They're stacking them in a pile.
My Roomba
Roomba
blade
just
is-
kind of stacks them in a pile off to the side, so they are harvestable
Nice.
and usable later. Ro?
Can Ro sort of like mentioned again in an awkward pass through of like mission control or whatever we're calling it, and just say
He's not there.
he's not there.
He's not there.
Oh, so she goes there to talk to him because in her mind she wants to talk about building a shelter out of the logs eventually. It's not priority one, but she just kind of wants them spoken for. But so she goes to the control and she goes on comms again. What is your location?
Where do you need me?
I am in the control room.
I'll be there in a minute.
Very well.
You hear the toilet flush? I'm just kidding.
Way to ruin all our speculation.
Gen comes down the hallway. Yes, Ro.
I just wanted to mention, I think eventually it would be good to have another shelter besides the ship.
Yes, that is the goal.
Do we have any other uses for the logs, or can we use those for a shelter?
Walls, fire, equipment, shelter, yes?
I will draw up a schematic for how much we would need in order to build a shelter. I would like to do one as soon as possible when it is up on the priority list.
Okay,
Thank you.
duly noted.
And she sort of pauses on her way out. And she just sort of, she doesn't say anything. She kind of does that wonder of like, where were you and why?
Ro,
Again,
you got a good head on your shoulders. He turns.
yeah, she just sort of nods like she's going to say something.
He doesn't even want to hear your response.
So she just walks.
All right, so Ro, what are you doing? Because I'm gonna have them roll. He's gonna roll for Shikaku on the hovercraft. She's gonna roll for the parasaur. Cass is gonna roll for the parasaur. Casimir and Ro, what are you guys doing for this 6 hours?
I want to go back out and scout out the rest of the cleared area.
Okay.
Check for more animals, burrows, She wants to be on the land.
Yeah.
She wants any opportunity
Okay.
to go back on the land.
What do the trees look like?
Big. They're bigger, like kind of like the redwoods here, and
So not tropical.
not where you guys are clearing. There is some more tropical. It's like interspersed down farther. There is some tropical, but right where you guys are clearing, it's more redwood.
Okay.
It's the way the planet's built. It quickly changes. The landscape very quickly changes.
Right, okay.
A lot of intermixed. Casimir, you got 6 hours. What are you doing with Mish?
Yeah. I think he's going to be working on looking at the rest of the area, consulting with Chicago on where are we doing. I like Room Buzz. That's really good.
Room Buzz.
Where Room Buzz is going to cut next and stuff. He wants to start thinking about not only clearing so that the ship comes in, but also kind of barrier, looking at protection.
Yep. So you can see what's coming at you.
Yeah.
Because right now the clearing is literally just so the ship can set. That means you're
Right.
still surrounded by huge trees. So
We'll
you
start
could clear how big of a path? Would you want to like 10-foot path, 30-foot, 100-foot? All the way around?
Man, yeah.
Because behind
Let's
you to the
start
beach
with
is going to be kind of
30.
clear. You know, it's going to
Right.
be some like low brush and stuff.
Yeah. Within reason, I want to be careful about it, but I think we'll start with a 30-foot radius and looking at constructing. Well, also probably talking with Gen and Shukaku a bit about what kind of construction automatons we can get going eventually. Or whatever the ship has, I don't know. Whatever's.
There's not a whole lot on the
there's
ship
kind
right
of
now. But the ship's going to deploy and be its own
thing.
building, main hub kind of thing.
Yeah, he wants a defensive structure of some kind.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's what he wants to start thinking about.
Directly underneath the shield, when the fins go down, it does create the barrier
Right.
underneath. But that's is it rated for dinosaurs? I don't know. That's a kind of conversation with Gen and Shukaku, I
Right.
think. So
Yeah, and also looking at something. The scanners are the other big thing. So just basic defensibility,
okay,
whatever I can get done.
engineering roll, please, from Shukaku. Logic roll or healing creation. Yeah, sorry. Yep, I forgot you had that. I don't have your character sheet up. Sorry.
Oh, no, okay.
Row. I don't know what to ask you to roll, to be honest with you. What do you want to roll?
I feel like
Because you could do perception.
perception. She's
wasn't
scouting
sure.
out this area. I
Okay.
think that would be.
And if I may, I think Misha would go with Ro.
Fair enough. So you go ahead and have
She's doing
advantage on your
something he'd be more
perception.
interested in.
Go ahead and have your auto advantage on your perception. Row. Tony, what did you get for your engineering roll?
20.
For Chicago? 20. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're getting the hang of it. You can tell that they kind of shorthanded some stuff, so you had to like fix that.
Most things in Shukaku's mind would be shorthanded,
You're right.
just naturally.
Yeah.
10.
10. You don't really see a whole lot. And I don't want to speak for your character, but you're probably distracted. Plants, little lizards, little things. There are little things crawling around, some bugs, some little centipedes. You do find a burrow, and there's like a spider leg sticking out of it, and the spider's like the size of your foot.
Nope.
I think she's going to like go to. Because I think at this point she is kind of more. She's not hunting. She's not scanning. She's not working.
Yeah.
She's kind of walking. So like, it's like she's a little kid again.
Can I take over Misha for a second?
Sure.
Misha's from the planet. She would
Right.
know that that's a spider.
Everybody drink. Water, sir. Cheers.
He would know that could be a potential danger.
Okay.
Would Misha do anything?
Is
Are
she
they with
going
us?
to? I sent Misha with you.
me. Okay.
Yeah, because
That
would
was
be
your
interested
advantage on the
in
roll.
mine. If it's gonna threaten her, yeah, he'd bark it off or
Okay.
however.
I was gonna say that he stopped her, like kind of like cut her off.
Yeah. That's absolutely.
Okay.
So maybe she walks up and she's about to stick her foot under the leg to like just pull it out and see what it was.
Yeah.
And he stops her,
Okay.
but maybe the spider then kind of crawls out. So I see that it's
It
a
actually
spider.
recluses back in.
Okay. So I would never have known it was a spider.
Sure.
I feel like I wouldn't.
With your perception, okay. I was giving it to you with your perception roll of 20. But if you'd like to make a character decision, that's
20.
fine. You said you rolled a 20. 10. Tony rolled a 20. 10. Yeah, you didn't know. Sorry.
Yeah. No.
There you go. It might seem playful because I'm imagining since you're just casually strolling, Misha's doing the classic, like he's running ahead and sniffing around and stuff,
Yeah.
and then he just comes in and headbutts you a little
Yeah.
bit away, which is his head's almost as big as you.
So I get the picture.
Okay.
Okay. We'll go this way.
The hovercraft's not running perfectly, but it's way better.
It's getting better.
Oh, yeah. Every step of the way.
19.
Cass, roll a 19 on healing.
Yes.
You have healed the wounds and have it prepared for whatever Svetlana comes up with.
Okay, and this is 6 hours.
Yeah.
Can I also, like, try to prepare a nesting site? Or at least research what the nesting site would
Okay.
be.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me learning.
Oh, okay.
Bless you.
What are these books? 11.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of get the idea of how to do a nest. You're not 100% sure. You kind of hodgepodge like files from Earth and what Earth thought they knew of parasaurs, and so you've made a hodgepodge of a nest that you think will work. Okay. Casimir?
I think for what I'm doing, I think prescience
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah.
For trying to figure out the most optimal
Yeah.
defense
No, I love
setting.
it. Yeah.
And I'm actually, I don't think I have any legend points left, so otherwise I would spend one.
You spent one on yourself already?
Well, I think I've used up what I had to start. So,
You start out the session with one to share and one for yourself.
oh, you're like, okay, then yeah, if I got one, dingity ding.
Ding-a-ding.
Wait. Sorry.
You're good. Okay, cool. Let's. Yeah. Oh, okay. We got a little boomity boom. Yeah, music.
Yeah. Music's backing you up on this one.
15, 20.
Get that 20.
Another 8, 31.
Yes.
Come on, music. 33.
Woo.
Awesome.
33.
That's
So
good.
you find a can of like spray paint and you go through and you mark a beautiful 30-foot wide path around where you've already marked with Shukaku kind of where you're going to have the ship land. And now with like the elevations, there's like little gullies and stuff, you've really mapped out a nice defensive location. And yeah, even to the point where you even like, man, I could put up a wall. I could put up, this would be great. This is good range here where the turret, when it's deployed, there's a couple turrets, could easily defend the ship and stuff.
Perfect. Okay.
And I'm going to give a bonus to defenses if we get to that point.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. That's good.
What was the actual number?
33.
What is going on over there?
I'm sorry.
Just
We're just eating.
having some snacks.
Okay.
Did you spill salsa?
No.
No.
Onward, ever forward we go.
This has been another fantastical episode of Jacob's Lab, an Avenue Studios production. Do give us a review on your podcast app of choice to help spread the word. You can further support us and become a part of the ever-growing forest known as Avenue Studios by joining our Patreon or Locals community. Doing so will not only help us to continue creating high-quality content, but you will also gain access to bonus content and our private Discord, where you can chat with us, play games, watch movies, and so much more. Don't forget to check our podcast description for the music and ambience that we use, and thank you so very much for joining the adventure, and we will see you next time.